If you're seeing this, it's not by accident. You didn't just stumble across this video. God brought you here because tonight is the night. This is your confirmation. That soul tie you've been struggling with, that connection you can't seem to shake no matter how many times they hurt you, no matter how many nights you cried yourself to sleep, no matter how many times you said, "I'm done," but still answered their calls. Yeah, that one. God said it's time to break it. Tonight. For real. No turning back. No more almost letting go. No more emotional roller coaster. No more spiritual confession. Because let's be real. You're not just tired. You're drained. You're spiritually tangled up in something that was never sent by God in the first place. And you know it. And deep down, they were a lesson, not a life partner. They were a season, not your future. And holding on to them has been blocking your healing, and you know that. They've been delaying your peace and stealing your clarity. Every time you almost move forward, their name pops back up. Every time you feel strong, you reminisce. Every time you try to get closer to God, here they come, pulling you right back into that fog. And God is saying, enough. You asked me for peace, but you won't let go of what's disturbing it. You asked me to heal your heart, but you keep inviting the one who keeps breaking it back in the room. See, you want God to bless your next chapter, but you still writing love letters to the last one. God is not trying to be cruel. You have to understand that. He's trying to free you because he knows what's on the other side of your obedience. You think this pain is unbearable? You haven't even seen the joy that's possible when you let him fully take over. You haven't even met the version of you that doesn't feel stuck to them anymore. You haven't even met that person that doesn't flinch when their name comes up, that doesn't feel weak around temptation. That version of you is waiting, and they're stronger, see? But you got to make a decision tonight. See, because this ain't just emotional. This is spiritual. Soul ties are real. They aren't just about sex. They're about who you gave access to, who you confided in, who you dreamt about, who you prayed for, who you gave vulnerability to. And they planted themselves in your soul like roots, but not all roots grow flowers. Some grow chains, and you've been chained long enough. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 6 verses 18, flee from sexual immorality. All other sins a person commits are outside of the body, but whoever sins sexually sins against their own body. But you know what else? Soul ties damage the spirit too. That's why you feel like you're not yourself anymore. I know this feeling. That's why your mind been cloudy. That's why you haven't been able to feel God the same way lately. Because you're still tethered to a storm he told you to escape, see? You were never supposed to marry the pain. You were supposed to survive it. You were never meant to carry guilt from somebody else's damage. No. You were just trying to love right, but love ain't supposed to feel like torture. And this ain't about shaming you, no. This ain't about judging you. This is about freeing you. You're not weak because you got caught up. You're human. You're not broken beyond repair. You're just broken open. And God can work with that, see? The moment you surrender this thing is the moment the real healing starts to begin. The moment you say, God, I give you the tie, is the moment your soul starts to breathe again. And I know it hurts. I felt that. I know it feels like letting go of the only thing that made you feel loved. Even if that love was counterfeit, you thought you loved it. I know it feels like starting over, but hear me, you're not starting over empty. You're starting over obedient this time. And obedience always attracts favor, always. The Bible says in Isaiah 43:18-19, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? But God can't do the new if you keep clinging to the old. And you've waited too long for peace to let one soul tie keep you in prison. So tonight, I need you to make a decision. Tonight, block them, release them, stop checking on them, stop waiting for closure, stop idolizing the past, and start choosing God over the feeling. Because peace is better than attention. Purpose is better than passion. And your future is worth more than your flesh. You already know what they bring to your life, but you haven't seen what happens when you fully give your soul back to God. So tonight is the night. Break the tie. Cry if you have to. Grieve if you must, but let go. And when the urge comes back, when the enemy whispers just one more time, remind yourself of this. I'm not who I was. I'm healing now. I'm choosing freedom. I'm God's now. If you're seeing this, God saw your soul crying out. I know how it is. And He sent this word to break that chain. You got this. I believe in you. Let's get it.